Of course, we'll get back to Lindsay live in New Orleans in just a moment. But first, our top story this morning is the absolute havoc being caused on local roads because of not a lot of rain overnight, just ongoing mist and drizzle all throughout the evening. And overnight has caused icy roadways, major closures, delays of schools, all kinds of problems on the roads this morning. We're continuing to follow that in your next half hour here on KSHP 41. Lindsay Anderson, this is a mess.
It is a mess. And we've had this drizzle since about 10 o'clock last night.
Yeah, just nonstop.
So it's nonstop. Now we're seeing things drying out, but it doesn't matter because the roads are already wet. The damage has already been done, really. Here's a look outside right now from the Museum of Kansas City, where we have the clouds actually up a little bit or lifting so we could see the buildings. And that's a sign that most of that mist and drizzle has tapered off. However, it's shifting southward, so impacting areas between Ottawa and Paola, Kansas, but also on the Missouri side along and east of the I-49 corridor. Still, this morning, what we continue to really focus on are those road temperatures. This is crucial when we talk about the impacts that we're feeling this morning. Around the city, most of the roads are wet, maybe some icy spots, but it's those elevated surfaces here in the 435 loop that are causing some of the more bigger, widespread problems. When we travel north of the Missouri River, you're going to hit more icy areas, and that includes regular roads, the elevated surfaces, everything. So that's what we'll follow, mostly wet conditions across our southern counties. Now, temperatures, air temperatures are in the 20s here in the city. We're going to continue to watch these issues linger through about the mid to late morning. 9 or 10 a.m. is really when things should improve here in the metro. We'll talk more about that in your next update. First, we've got to get to Daniela Leon with a list of kind of what people can expect out when they hit the roads.
Yeah, that's right, Lindsay. I tweeted out an updated list, but it's hard to keep up. There really has been minimal improvement all across Kansas City. We keep mentioning bridges and overpasses, but truly, that is where the majority of these crashes and road closures are currently taking place. This is 71 southbound at 470. Both 71 and 470 have had multiple issues. I know 470 westbound is still closed right now at Blue Ridge, and 71 highway, the northbound and southbound lanes are experiencing multiple closures in the Johnson County area right now. I want you guys to take a look at 69 highway. There's multiple exit closures throughout northbound and southbound 69 highway towards the 435 interchange. You can see multiple first responders are currently trying to clear multiple crashes. Beardsley Road, like closer to downtown, you can see right now traffic continues to be at a standstill. I-70 westbound and eastbound at Beardsley Road, that's at the top of your screen right there. You can see very minimal movement along that stretch. 71 at 19th Street. This has been closed for about since 3:30, I believe. It's been multiple hours. And unfortunately, 670 near Genesee Street. Again, that is an elevated surface, and the westbound and eastbound lanes are currently experiencing standstill action along that stretch. So an icy and slick commuterways, very dangerous conditions. So if you have to go out, please try to avoid that or just wait until later on this evening because unfortunately, road temperatures continue to not improve. Taylor?
All right, Daniela, thank you very much. Let's get back out to Grant Stevens, who's live for us this morning in Storm Tracker. Grant, you have showed us the highway several times this morning. You were just off 71 for quite a while this morning, showing us on multiple different overpasses. People backed up quite a ways. One person, I think, was pointing the wrong direction. You're clearly moving now. What are you looking at?
Yep. Yeah, we have given up on 71 because that has been backed up for hours. So now we're heading up north on 169. We're actually right next to the regional airport here. I would almost forgive a driver for thinking that this is just water. But if you take away one thing from this live shot right now, I'm telling you at the top of my lungs, it's not just water, everyone. This is ice. It's been forming all morning. And what we've been seeing is that overconfidence from drivers who might just think it's a rainy, drizzly day. It's not just a rainy, drizzly day. In fact, if you look here, it's been building up on our mirror this whole morning. Just little bits of ice have been building up on the storm tracker, which is the exact same thing that we've seen on the roads. You can see in front of us, some cars are driving cautiously. They've got their hazards on. They're driving slow like we're driving. And other cars are just zooming right past us. Again, it looks like it might just be a wet morning, but there's a reason that we've seen crashes and slide-offs and cars turn the wrong direction on just about every overpass we've crossed. It's because those are where the roads are the coldest. That's where the roads start to freeze. On a road like this, 169, where it's still just a normal road, it looks okay, and it is okay. We're not sliving and we're driving right now, but the second you hit a bridge or an elevated roadway, as we said before, and we're going to continue saying every time, that's when it gets icy. In every single bridge that we've crossed, there has been someone that has had some sort of issue, whether that's a major accident or whether that's a semi that's been jackknifed. So please be careful out there on the roads. It's not just water this morning.
All right, Grant Stevens live for us this morning. Grant, thank you again. Please be careful out there. We are seeing lots of schools make decisions today based on those road conditions Grant is just describing there, where they're either going to be closed completely in some cases, going virtual in some cases, delaying for a couple of hours in some cases. You need to know what your school district has chosen to do. We've got a list on kshb.com, and they're scrolling for you at the bottom of your screen all throughout our newscast this morning.